Hello everyone. Everyone's feeling good today. As I was sitting here shuffling the cards, I started just trying to get a feel for the energy, and I kept getting the color blue. So I don't know if y'all have been seeing the color blue, hearing about the color blue as well, but that's the color that kept popping into my head. And then followed that was the 'Cause I'm Blue, da da dee da ba da, was that song there, followed by, what was it, Leanne Rimes' Blue, Oh So Lonely for You. So I don't know if this is your energy or if this is someone who is in your energy, but I'm thinking someone's a little sad right now. So I figured come on in here, check the energy and see what this color and or feeling is all about. All right. Let's see. All right, collective. So the collective's energy is actually coming out as the hyena versus whoever this is coming out in the bee. So this is someone possibly that you have worked with before. This is someone who would be extremely busy all the time, the busy bee versus the hyena. So I don't know what happened in between here. Possibly a third party. There seems the third card that came out was the cobra, so there's a snake. The third party is here that obviously caused some type of issue between the bee and the hyena here. Both the bee and the hyena are facing each other while the snake is facing straight ahead. So collective, it looks like you're kind of almost in a dark, shadowy, angry type of energy. While the bee energy here seems just to be watching, you know, it's not really... Again, this is someone who's overall busy, but no matter how busy they are, they're still staring back at the hyena energy and the snake. So let's see what else we got here. So the bee energy is coming up with oyster as well. This is a very sealed off energy. I feel like whoever this individual was, maybe they gave you the excuse that they were too busy. They're kind of closed off, detached, not really interested in carrying on whatever was going on here. And under your energy is the moth. So the moth is something that is attracted to lights, obviously. So maybe you saw something in whoever this was here with the bee that attracted you to them. Again, as you can see with the bee, it is also blue and yellow. The moth is blue and yellow. So there was something that attracted you to the bee, something that you have in common. Unfortunately, I feel like this bee energy is a little bit too closed off, more focused on everyday life, work, things like that. And this could have obviously, you know, it made you angry, it made you sad. I do see that there is this snake energy in between. Again, this could very well be a third party. There's something, this is obviously what got in between you two. So this Cobra energy is going to seem very innocent. So what got in between you two is something that's very innocent. So it could have been someone that you really honestly paid no attention to. This could have been a child. This could have been a younger sibling. It's just a very young, innocent energy that you didn't take serious. But this innocent energy was coming off very healing towards this bee energy. And it comes out also with dragon energy. So while it may have rabbit, the rabbit is also with the dragon. So this rabbit knows more and sees more than it's letting on. This is a very innocent energy, though. I think as much as whatever this middle person is that got involved in the relationship, or whatever it could be, whether it was friendship, family, or a relationship that has got the collective a little bit on edge here, angry and sad, I think the snake energy thought it was in the best interest for the worker bee to kind of focus more on practical manners. With the frog here coming out, this is always my clearing, cleansing, more healing energy. So this snake maybe thought it was best for this person over here to stay in a more grounded energy in order to heal, to focus on what matters. Again, very innocent energy, whoever this third party is that got in between. This isn't someone who purposely came out and said like something horrible about the collective. This is someone who's very innocent, who had was looking out for their friend or whoever. Wisdom. The dragon is the third eye in this oracle deck. So this is someone very intuitive. So maybe whoever this rabbit was, the snake, saw there was something in this oyster bee that needed healing. And it's hard. I can see it's definitely hard. And even though like that may have been the situation that essentially divided these two, in all honesty, both people are still looking at each other. There is still this connection. You know, the hyena's upset, it's mad. You know, it might be more in the shadow side. But that hyena is looking forward over here, and the bee is still looking back. So I feel like there is some kind of regret here, some type of coulda, woulda, shoulda, like regret. Again, the hyena's a black, white, and gray. The oyster's a black, white, and gray. And then you do have that shared yellow and green. So there was some type of connection happening here. I mean, moth and bee, they're both insects, essentially. So there was some kind of connection, soulmate type relationship, something that you could have, you know, made something happen here. Friendship, work related, or, you know, a relationship again. But this third party, whoever it was, again, with the frog, also has that yellow and green. So maybe as much as, you know, they thought their friend, family member needed certain types of healing, maybe this frog also knew that the moth, the collective's healing energy here over here, needed healing as well. Again, with the dragon coming out with the rabbit, it's a very innocent energy, very intuitive. So this is essentially what caused a divide in both parties, is there's healing that needs to happen. And I think until this healing happens, there's going to be a divide. What does the collective need to heal over here? All right. So, your healing versus their healing. For the collective's energy, again, it could be vice versa. You have to put it where it fits here. But this is where I pulled for the collective. You got the elephant. So what I see is like there's anger and there's sadness on the collective side. And like if you know anything about elephants, they don't forget. So this whole situation could have happened like quite a bit ago and you're just not letting go of it. You're holding on to it. Again, the elephant is holding on to the flame. And it holds on to it. It's not letting go and it's burning. So it's hurting. You know what I mean? Moth to the flame, moth to fire. So this moth is holding on to the flame, to the hurt, to the anger, you know, the pain that came from this situation. With the hyena, it's almost like you're living in that darkness, in that shadow, the moon, your feelings, and you're not letting go. So there's that healing around finding a way to move on, move forward, release that anger, that sadness, that resentment. And on this person's side is the Scorpio energy. So that's what they need to heal. So this person may have gotten very sharp with you very quickly. Maybe they cut you off very quickly, detached very quickly, and moved on, moved forward. The Scorpio is facing the future. So again, they may have wholeheartedly, thoroughly detached, ghosted you, maybe went into focusing on their work, things that were important to them at the time. They turned their back, cut you off, and didn't think twice. And that probably left you in a lot of hurt. And again, this third party is seeing that obviously whoever this energy is versus your energy, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place in both parties before anything would be able to come together. Again, I'm not seeing this third party as a bad person. Very innocent, very intuitive, very connected, very healing energy. But this snake energy is in the middle of it. So what you hold within you and the other person would have to be healed. Again, you would need to let go of your feelings to be with this person. You would have to let go of that hurt and that anger. Learn to forgive, and to be with this person, you would have to, in a way, let go and forget. Because, which would seem very hard to do with the elephant coming out. You're really holding on to this. All right. And then again, this person would have to work on dealing with their feelings, maybe opening up, not focusing so much on things that distract them. And if there is any anger issues, they would have to look into that. All right. Well, that's what I got for you with this reading here. I'll be back in a little bit. All right. Have a good day.